NBA Finals is coming up. We know it for sure. It's the Pacers and the Thunder in the NBA Finals. I think two of the young teams. A lot of people saying because they're small market teams that the league and stuff doesn't want these guys. They cannot watch it all they want. They're going to be missing out on two outstanding young teams. Talk about this in a second, real quick with the conference finals. Here as well. Pacers, I think, and the Knicks. We're going to talk about this too. Tom Thibodeau was fired by the Knicks. I think it was yesterday. So he's fired by the Knicks yesterday. We'll talk about that after the series. But in this series, I think the Pacers-Knicks series was everything we thought it was going to be. So the Knicks had John Starks slash Jalen Brunson. They had Patrick Ewing slash Karl Anthony Towns. They had Josh Hart slash Doc Rivers, Derek Hart, whatever you want to put it. And they just didn't have enough offense. They just didn't have enough offense to go against the Pacers. The Pacers are also very good defensively, but they could score more. And I think that's what happened there as well. It's hard to keep up that defensive pressure when you have when you're so consistent on offense. They had a couple guys there, but it was really an issue. So that's the thing. So I think that's why the Pacers won. In the West, this was way more decisive. Thunder over the T-Wolves. T-Wolves, I no real beef with the T-Wolves. I think the T-Wolves, I just think aren't at the level of the Thunder, which is really good on defense. I think the Thunder, is probably probably not talked about. Look, they got 68 wins and 14 wins during the regular season. So the Thunder were just there. T-Wolves, I think they're just not consistent enough, quite yet. Anthony Edwards has got to take that leap that people keep telling everybody he is and actually be more consistent in big games and tough games and things like that. Good in the first round. He kind of, to me, has a more of a Dominique Wilkins feel to him. Good in the first round, good in the regular season, good at time, but not all the way through. So that's the thing. No real problem, though, with that. These are two outstanding teams that we're getting in the NBA Finals as well. Tyrese Haliburton. I saw you, Tyrese. You thought you were going to win that Eastern Conference. You thought you were going to win that MVP in the Eastern Conference Final, and they gave it to Pascal Siakam. You thought you were going to get it. Tyrese Haliburton, I thought, was really good. I thought absolutely Tyrese Haliburton, definitely outstanding shooter, excellent ball movement. I think that he has as well. And I like the fact that he was a little bit more aggressive. He was a little bit more of a leader in this series. Handles the ball well, gets a lot of assists. I think that's kind of like you talk about him being the series of him and Reggie Miller. Definitely more of a passer. Definitely likes to defer a little bit at times. Not always just this volume scorer and this shooter, which he's very capable of doing. But 18 points, 19 points, these are regular season stats for Tyrese Haliburton. Pascal Siakam. This was the leading scorer during the course of the regular season. Pascal Siakam. Very underrated his entire career. His averages for his career have been about here everywhere he's been his entire career. He's been about a 20-plus point scorer during the course of his career. So he's really, really talented as well. Kind of goes under the radar. I mean, he's over 30 now. Did actually win the championship in Toronto. Thought they were going to build around him. Actually moved him. I thought it was a great move. But he was a guy, again, pacer, very pacer-like, getting a guy going under the radar. Tough and physical as well. Not afraid to go in there, get a tough shot and the foul, and do the dirty work and score. Very tough cover. Very unique. Kind of like Kevin McHale, like in that sense. Kind of just awkward in a way where you kind of don't know what to do with him. Miles Turner. I heard it. He's been with them for 10 years. He is the senior member of the team, Miles Turner. So definitely he's going to have work to do against a very good Thunder team. They're going to have to play defense in this one. This is another series It may not be as physical as it was with the Knicks, but they're going to need Miles Turner, Siakam on the defense because this team has good defense and really good offense as well. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the best player in the NBA. If it's not Nikola Jokic, let's look. All of you that are surprised that this guy is great, stop being surprised. Better not be surprised. Like, this guy's been really good. It's typical with players that they always want to say. I say this in basketball all the time. Everybody's looking for Michael Jordan, right? He's not a highlight film. He's not this guy who has all these incredible moves, little step back, little fade away, little all these things. But this guy is, I think, the best, the best, I think, player right now in the league that's not named Nikola Jokic. 32.7 points a game, 6 assists, and he is an excellent on-ball defender. Got to work it out for you, guarding this guy. Who's helping him? Jalen Williams. Can they keep him? That's going to be the only question, I think, for them in Oklahoma City. Actually, can you keep this guy? But they have a lot of really good meat and potatoes in Oklahoma City. So you have the guys that are going to score, Jalen Williams and SGA. They're going to go ahead and score. He's a 20-point scorer, but I think Siakam was more of a scorer. They're kind of similar, kind of meat and potatoes, kind of goes under the radar, scores a lot of points, but it's not really, it kind of goes under the radar. I think one of the most underrated players in the entire NBA is Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein, I think, is fantastic. He definitely, like The Rock says, know your role. He doesn't do too much. Big, strong, tall, physical guy. You see a lot of his highlights. Okay, he's dunking the ball off a make, off rebound, playing good defense, getting his hands up, blocking shots, doing everything they need. They need to play good defense. This guy, I think, is the catalyst for their defense. Aaron Wiggins is there, I think, is outstanding for them as well. For the Thunder, I think the Thunder are really, really good. I just think, because they're in Oklahoma City, nobody knows this. Chet Holmgren, I think he can really be a really good player as well. Chet Holmgren, if he missed half the season, 7 foot. This might be the best run franchise too in all sports. The Thunder. So definitely check that out. I like the Thunder all the way in this series, all the way. This one may be competitive, but I think it's going to be. I think the Thunder may horse race them. May go 6 games. They'll fight, but I think Oklahoma City Thunder wins this series pretty convincingly over the Pacers, but we'll see. Tom Thibodeau again fired by the Knicks. Ridiculous. Some of the commentary I've also heard is ridiculous. It's frustrating in life, in business. It seems like we're getting to the point in sports, in everything, where production and results don't matter. 3 coaches got fired, taking their teams to the playoffs this year. 3 coaches. Taylor Jenkins, I think, was fired. I don't think he was fired. Was fired by Memphis. I did a video on Memphis. I thought Memphis was one of the best teams in the entire league. I mean, considering what was there, you had Ja Morant, who's a great player, got some issues maybe, and a bunch of young guys, and they're there ready to go, and he gets fired because of the losing streak. Bigger surprise, Mike Malone, who's actually won a world championship in Denver, he gets fired 10 days before the playoffs. He's actually won them a world title. And this one, I don't know if it's as egregious as that, but it's pretty close. Let me tell you something. Thibodeau, people keep thinking they're smarter than Tom Thibodeau. Why does he win wherever he goes? Why does he have success no matter where he's been? And they kind of always say the same thing. Well, he's grinding on players. Well, a coach is supposed to get the most out of the players. Your job is not to be their best friend. Your job is to get the most out of the players. They didn't give him much. He does well. He gets further than maybe you could even argue they should have. Not good enough. Unbelievable. I don't. Just results should matter in life. Results should matter. Now you can say somebody. The only thing I can say, Dylan in the stream last night say, well, maybe they're not smart enough to figure this out. They're not smart enough to go ahead and be savvy with this and get somebody. Well, you need to go up. You got to the conference final. You haven't been there in I don't know how long. So it's just bad by the Knicks. Bad. Shame on the NBA. So impatient. Somebody put that in the comments when I posted impatient. That's exactly right. Impatient. And you handcuffed him. He does well with it. No, not good enough. And everywhere he leaves, they kind of give the same old BS argument. Well, he didn't do that, but he's winning. No championship on the resume, but I think that's fair that he didn't. You could say that, but definitely unbelievable that the Knicks fired Tom Thibodeau after he's turned the whole thing around and got him farther than they had been.